Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Brave Fencer Musashi for the Sony PlayStation 1. In the last video, we completed our second room here in the dungeon, and now we've got 2 eyes lit up. And now it's time to light up 3. But, before I do anything, I want to go back here, and I want to get Bull, because there's something here that I want to do. I just hope that I'll be able to do this thing and then do what I want to do afterwards. Alright. And I was hoping to do the combo, but the game, I guess the game decided not to let me do that. Alright, we've got Bull. There is a wall that I want to crack in the main hallway leading to the rest of these little parts of the dungeon. And I want to crack it and get what is in there before I do anything else. I could get cake from them, but... and by them, I mean... the guy who runs a restaurant, Manic, but, well... I'll leave that for later. For now, I want to go through this little opening that I'm able to open up with the Bull ability and get the cloth. There's also the old sword. And if I can stop sliding around, 300 drons. So we now have a little extra money. It'd be nice if that wall would get out of my way. And with that taken care of, we can now do some things elsewhere. So, I'm going to leave the restaurant to get some things appraised. And then, I'm going to go back into the restaurant and into the dungeon. But before I can get anything appraised, I do need to rest first, because I'm going to need to do that if I want to be alert in my time through the dungeon. There are some people who I need to visit, though, and I need to visit those people immediately.
Sir Musashi, why did thou cometh hither?
Well, we have some people to visit, so let's go ahead and talk to them. Should we find them? And I just now realized there was only one, and that was the bailiff. Bailiff Jerky. Ahem. Thanks for saving Cook Marinade. Now we can start our rice field. And since we rescued them, can I talk to the cook now? Will that get me anything? I can't wait to harvest the rice. Looks like we won't be getting the rice until a little later. For now, though, I want to go back to the room and I want to rest. So, let's do that. And before I do that, I want to play with the toys that I got recently, such as the R-Vambi. Grabs and attacks, Wisp and Lone Mist included. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. And let's zoom out a little bit. Action 1 is the grab attack, and action 2 is the little lone wisps spinning around the Vambi. Series 3, our Vambi. Blood-sucking zombie that exists in the dungeon. There's also this little eye icon on the back of the Vambi. Also like the fact that this thing is wearing rather nice looking shorts with a perfectly good leather belt. Though I can't imagine what an undead creature would need with a leather belt. Like, not even a human zombie. Anyway, we can also look at the bowler. Spits out gigantic seeds, 2 oozes included. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. I'm going to minimize just a little bit. Action 1 is the bowling ball attack. And action 2, just the 2 oozes just rotating around. Series 3, Bowler, a plant which grows in the dungeon beneath the village. And with that, I do want to rest. I should do that before I do anything else. Alright. Let us head back to the village. I want to get some things appraised. I would like to do that. So, let us go ahead and wait near the appraisal area, so that way we can do this. Alright. Now that we have this place open, we can do something here.
Yeah, what do you want?
Let's appraise some stuff. Let's appraise the powder. Smells odd. Unappraised. And it is soap. Used for washing clothes. Makes your clothes smell clean and fresh. There's also the cloth. Carefully folded thick cloth. Unappraised. If you appraise this, it's the L cloth. Anything that you make with this will have miraculous powers. So we have the legendary cloth now, which one of the castle staff members told us about. I think it was the knitter. She told us about that. Items made with this will exhibit extraordinary qualities. And a rusted old sword. Something of value? Well, we already have 2 swords. Why do we need a 3rd one? That's because the old sword is really a shovel. Excellent for farming or picking up dung. Now, we can't sell the L cloth, thankfully. We can sell the shovel, and we can sell the soap. And he says the same thing. I don't even know why I bothered. I should also buy some cheese, because I used some in the last video.
Welcome. What do you need?
Let's go ahead and buy some cheese. And with that out of the way, I will go ahead. Will this lead me back? Yes, it will. Okay. It's time to head back to the castle so we can do something here. I just hope that I know who I'm looking for.
Sir Musashi, why did thou cometh hither?
Alright, let's go ahead and visit some people. And I'll know who I'm looking for. Not the weaver. The knitter. That's the legendary cloth. Unbelievable. Now hurry up and give it to Weather Dinneretta and she'll make you something. Yeah, that's the problem. We haven't rescued her yet. But we can find them on Twin Peak Mountain. Great. Well, I guess that means we have some more things to do. So let's go ahead and get a drink of our Diet Coke before we start coughing, and then go ahead and take another rest because we're going to need it. I might as well do this just to save time. And room. So I'm going to take a bit of a rest here just to pass some of the time that I need to pass before the dungeon is open to me again. And from here, we're going to head back to the village. We've rested up. We've done what we needed to do. Let's do this. Let us tackle our third room. Okay. Not much else we can do around here. So let's wait near the restaurant. And then once we are able to get close to midnight, we will get into the restaurant again. Perfect.
Maybe I missed something. Check it out.
Yeah, we've missed 2 whole rooms. I don't know what you're talking about, Musashi. Anyway, let us head to the left from here. Nope, wrong way. We need to head in the other direction. And I want to go into this room. Time to do stuff. And as soon as we get in here, we will have a little obstacle course of sorts. You want to balance yourself on these little rotating blocks and still be able to jump to the other side. This first room doesn't contain anything, but this second room contains a bencho field. And it's going to be right here. Now the blocks here rotate in a different direction, so you'll need to be careful. Librarian Bruschetta. Oh? I have been saved? Thank you very much. I am the castle librarian. Please come by and read some books if you'd like. Goodbye. And we need a librarian for something, so make sure you rescue her. Anyway. I want to beat up the Vambies here a little bit. Maybe get a little bit of money. Maybe get a little bit of experience too. A little bit of money. Alright. Be careful here, because those things move to the side instead of towards you or away from you. And here, well, we're going to have to deal with even more rotating cubes. And Ah, really? Get off me! Get out of here. Now, thankfully, there isn't much to look for in these areas, or at least this part of the dungeon in particular. But you still want to be careful. And, well, that was one way to deal with him. Bye. You want to be very careful on these rotating blocks, because you will be sent careening into the pit below if you are not careful. Be prepared to jump around quite a bit. Just mind where you're going. Good grief. Jump! There's also the issue of the game making it harder to jump in some instances. Just be ready to guide Musashi where you need him to go. And there's nothing much to find here either. Thankfully, these blocks just spin. But sometimes you'll still have a hard time getting around from one of those blocks to the other, too. I'm also holding R1 here just to get through that a little more slowly. And I'm also beating up a flaming zombie. So these spinning things, take your time with them. Hold R1 if you need to. Don't go too fast. More of these spinning things. I need you to jump, Musashi. I need you to jump and land, Musashi. Apparently you can't do that. For some reason, you can't seem to do that. Thank you. Good grief. Not that hard a room. This may be a little harder, though. Wait for the block to reach the bottom, and then be ready to deal with bats that fly towards you, and a flying Vambi. I may have to use a piece of cheese. Especially since... Well, that helped. Thanks, game. I appreciate that. Yeah, just watch out for the bats. They will try to hit you every so often. Of course, they've hit me way too much at this rate. Wait for each of these pendulums to be all the way to the side, and then immediately run to the other side. Not the best run of that. Wait a minute. Okay. Venture radar wasn't kicking in there, but it will kick in here. And I know that you're gonna come at me there. So I'm just going to hit you with Luminous Rotation and then just be done with it. Oh, more of these things. Take your time. This one moves a little faster. So you can be a little less patient with it, but you don't want to be too impatient. And then there's this part. So, you want to go take the left path, which takes you over here. There's some health, which I will definitely take. And Bencho Radar will be reacting a lot here because this is where you'll find somebody else. Soldier Hanky Flanky.
Oh my, I'm free. Well, thank goodness I can finally wash my hair. I'll repay you with something that's absolutely wonderful, so come by and visit me.
And that brings our BP up to 280. Let's get on the floating cube of death that spins around. And let's also pick up some treasure. And there's an old pipe. Let us... Actually, wanted to go here first because that gives me more health, which I will be more than happy to take. Yeah, be ready to deal with a sudden camera change if you hold down while you jump. And there's more of this. Fun. Also, watch out for flying fireballs. They will burn you on your way from one platform to the next. It would also help if I actually jumped. Also, be ready to deal with multiple pendulums too. Like so. Just don't stop and none of them will hit you. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much the secret to that. And we are now in this room. Let's smash this orb so we can open up another eye. And we are now 3/4 of the way done here. I am glad. Now, will this take me back? Yeah, this will take me back to Manic. I do want to speak to him.
Wowee! Only one more. Hang in there. Oh yeah, try some cake. It will give you energy.
And we might as well go ahead and get the health boost because we're going to need it. How are we doing? You know what? I'll just go ahead and talk to some people here. And by talk to some people here, I mean go to the castle and talk to some people there. Yeah, this leads to the castle. I need to go this way anyway. Only way I'm going to be able to rest up and do some things. Yeah, I think it's better if I rested anyway.
Sir Musashi, why did thou cometh hither?
Well, I came hither to talk to some people. Such as... if I can find them... the librarian. Librarian I want to talk to first because she's the more important character of the two that we've rescued. Hello. I translated some books so that Scribe Shanky could read them to you. Goodbye. And the books that we weren't able to read before, we'll be able to read them now. Now, who is the other person that I was looking for? Soldier B, that's it.
How wonderful. You came to serenade me. I'm so flattered. Now repay you as I promised. I'll give you my love and devotion.
Uh-oh. I'll tell Scribe Shanky if you do.
Don't be such a meanie.
I have no idea what's going on there. Anyway, we've talked to everyone that we've rescued.
Taketh care on your journey.
I want to rest up. And I want to head back to the room. Of course, I'm going to have to rest more than once if I want to do anything. Or maybe not. Well, that leaves me at 4:45. I'm going to leave the room after resting up, and then I'm going to check the sub-menu here real quick. Figure out what I want to do from here. Let's see. What am I doing? How am I doing for items? Well, I have the old pipe. I want to get that out of my inventory because of reasons. So let's go ahead and head back to where we appraise stuff, so that way I can get it out of my inventory. Alright. Let's go ahead and rest up here. And we should be able to wait until 11. I wonder what Jam says if you talk to her right now.
Welcome. May I help you?
Thank you very much for telling my father that he should eat dinner at home. I feel like that should be something else. Like, thank you very much for telling my father to stop drinking. Because he was drunk when we saw him when we headed to the restaurant for the first time and noticed something. Figured I might as well get that out of the way. Alright. Let us wait until 11. So we can get this out of our hair.
Yeah, what do you want?
Alright. Let's appraise the old flute. Or the old pipe. A light yet sturdy pipe. Unappraised. It happens to be a flute. Yeah, I kind of spoiled it a couple seconds ago. A broken flute of no value. 10 drons. Better than nothing, and we get rid of it. So now that that's taken care of, I might as well go to the inn, which is going to be right here. And I'm going to do a manual save because it's been a while since I have done one. There we go. And with that, we're going to save our next trip to the dungeon for the next video. So join me next time where we head back to the dungeon and we enter the 4th and final chamber before something happens. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!